Hey, what's up guys, Summer11 here. Welcome to my review of Steven Universe episode 76, It Could Have Been Great. Be sure to check out my previous discussion I made on Steven Universe, which I uploaded today, and it was over the gym hierarchy. I think it's a pretty good video, so please check it out. In today's episode, Peridot is still working hard while the gyms are just taking a break, and Peridot comes over to question Steven about this, which leads to a pretty awesome song that I enjoyed. And I think Cartoon Network uploaded this song ahead of time yesterday. I remember hearing part of it, and I didn't realize it. I was like, I didn't realize. I was like, this sounds familiar, and I was like, oh, I heard it yesterday. I didn't even realize it was new material yesterday. And is there anything that's worth more than peace and love on the planet Earth? I feel like there are so many messages in this show, and just with that one line alone, I feel like there could be like many different messages or many different ways for you to interpret it, besides how the author or Rebecca Sugar and her writers, besides how they wanted you to take it. And I think it could relate to real life, you know, and people loving whoever they want, or it can relate to what happened later in the episode. So the whole gang joins in for this song, and this really just needs a full version. It sounds so good. I want to listen to it again, so I'm probably going to listen to it after this review. And the song could also be a reference to Peridot, who I guess you could say she could be conflicted between the home world or the crystal gems, you know, who she stands with at the end of the day. That, you know, it could represent her, basically. The drill is complete, and Peridot needs the instructions to the cluster. She doesn't have that. And Pearl says that they can probably get the information from a diamond base. And the diamond base, it's on the moon! That's pretty awesome. I like having, you know, people leave the Earth and go to like different places in space, go to the moon. I think quite a few anime series have like bases on, like the evil villain might have a base on the moon, so I guess that's kind of a thing that people do with their shows. And I love this show, but I really wish we got more of the story. The episode just left me wanting a lot more, just because like they don't give you everything with the story in this show. They give you a little bit, a little sprinkle, a little bit of the story, and then they continue on, and they might, you know, they could do something goofy for the next episode, which I doubt because it's a Steven bomb, but they could do something goofy for the next episode, and it's like, you just talked about this in the episode. Go back to this. Tell us the whole story. We want to know. But, you know, cartoons take a long time to produce and everything, so, yeah. So Steven has Lion take the gang to the moon, and we don't even know the extent of Lion's powers, but we did know that he could warp a little bit, so he warps them to the moon somehow. It seems like he was, like, consistently warping, like he did it more than once. You know, he has to roar and then go through the portal, but it seemed like he did it more than once, maybe like 3 or 4 times. And what was really awesome was that the room that they entered when they got on the moon, apparently the room has pictures of all the diamonds, but we only see 3. We see blue diamond, yellow diamond, and one that I can't identify. I believe it's white diamond, but the diagram was blue for some reason, so that's why I didn't know who it was, but I think it's white diamond. The pink diamond, we don't know that much about that one. We don't see pictures of that one either. Is that connected to Rose? That's what some people think. I'm not going to talk about that, though. Throughout this episode, we see that Peridot is still very adamant about the diamonds, and she looks up to them. She has complete respect for them, unlike the crystal gems. So they go up in this tower, and they find out where the cluster is. There's like this computer sort of thing in this room. And there was a room that they passed that had like a blue orb in it, and I think that's important. They just kind of walk past it, and Steven's like, what's this? And then Garnet's like, we didn't come here to see that, or something like that. I don't know. I thought that was important. They also discover what the Earth would have looked like if the homeworld gems had gotten their way, you know, with putting all these bases on the planet, having the kindergarten set up all over. Parts of the Earth would have been destroyed and changed, plus everyone on the Earth would have died. Peridot questions what the crystal gems did, you know, what they did to prevent this. And I love how Peridot, she just set the episode title. I like that when a line in the show is the episode title. And Peridot, she's only thinking about the gems and how they could have expanded as a race. You know, we could have expanded our I guess, like, our race could have grown if we had taken over this planet. And Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst are all really upset over what she's saying because they support Rose's cause, and Rose believes that all life should live and everything. And I love how she just insults Steven's mom, and his expression changed immediately. I was actually laughing at that when I was watching the episode because he's like smiling as she's saying all these things, and then she talks about his mom, and it turns to a frown, and it was funny to me. But based on what she said, it seems like the gems haven't really made much difference in Earth's fate. It's still going to happen to the planet. They just kind of delayed it. And Garnet starts to threaten Peridot, and I think this is the beginning of the end of their relationship, in my opinion. But it really does seem like the gems have been wasting their time with what they're doing because it's going to happen eventually. You know, they just kind of stopped it for a little bit. And Steven even says something to Peridot himself, but it's clear that he's not as mad as they are. And I guess that's because he didn't really know his mom. But before leaving, Peridot takes the gem that was in the chair in that computer room, and the episode ends with Steven seeing Peridot take the gem, you know, taking the gem with her. And we know something's coming, and he does too. So I don't know if Steven's going to try to prevent this, or he's going to be like, I'm not surprised when Peridot does something and someone's calling, so I'm going to stop this. Now, I wanted to go into a theory before I end this video off. I think Peridot will betray the gems. I think it's pretty obvious. In the preview, we see the gems fleeing, and it looks like Peridot is in her robot attacking. I mean, that's been in the preview for the entire Steven's birthday, Steven Bomb 4. That's been in the preview. And maybe she'll get an order and have to follow it whether she wants to or not. And I do think the gems have changed her in a way, but fear might take over, or she might be controlled by the diamond that she picked up. And maybe she can use the diamond to summon White Diamond, or maybe White Diamond creates a physical form and Peridot sacrifices herself while the gems leave. There are a ton of possibilities, but I think we may learn more about the diamond soon. And I had a theory that the gems would go into space, and that came true, I see. Not in the way that I guessed, but it did happen overall. I kind of wanted them to, like, I feel like the final fight is going to be in space. They're going to go to Homeworld or something like that. But anyways, guys, what did you think about this episode? Do you have any theories? What do you think about what's going to happen in the next episode? Check out my social media pages, Facebook and Twitter. I'm Sermo11. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and peace out.